Welcome
And I'm also
in.
right out.
Oh no. Welcome in,
Good.
SFL Nation, SFLm Nation, everybody watching tonight. I am DJ Kilgannon, known to some as the voice of the SFLm. But tonight we are here with San Diego starting halfback Caelum Rex. And everybody in chat, I would love to. He's more than willing to answer some questions today. So if you want to drop
What
some
up,
questions
everyone?
in at any point, feel free to. Anything that comes to mind, just spit it out. We'll get an answer here live. And Caleb, go ahead and introduce yourself on the field, off the field, anything that comes to mind.
Hey everyone, my name's Lance. Caelum Rex is my running back name, means Sky King Latin. That's where I got the inspiration from. So I'm just really invested in football. Brady White's the one that got me into this. Huge shout out to him. Something I'm looking forward to is just smashing everyone in the mouth, just I wish I could do in real life, just like I smashed San Jose last couple weeks ago. Um, what else? I'm really good. If I get a shot, I'm gonna be really active in the community. Like maybe once I get a laptop, become a broadcaster. I'm willing to do stats, front office, anything anyone needs me to do. I'm willing. And yeah, just open to any questions.
Heck yeah. So, we talked a little bit before we got on the air. You said you're from North Carolina, right?
Yep,
And you're a
born
Chargers
there.
fan.
So I was born in North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
in Army family. Moved to San Diego, which is kind of weird because that's the Navy City of America, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
I consider. And then yeah, I moved in 2011, like right before kindergarten. Then I joined, and I just became a lifelong Chargers fan.
Very nice. Very nice. So, I mean, it works out. San
Yeah.
Diego native playing for the Aces. I mean, that's
Yep.
almost a match made in heaven, dare I say. And I gotta say, really enjoy calling San Diego games. The Aces. I live in Oklahoma.
Nice.
We got a lot of casinos
Nice.
out here. I am a gambling man. When it comes to the Aces, I can bring out all my cheesy, stupid casino puns, and I just love it.
Nice.
So I love the branding. I love the jerseys y'all got over there. I'm a big fan of the
Yeah.
brand, and Chargers as well. It seems like all this. Well, when they
Best
were in
jerseys in
San
sports.
Diego, yeah, those
Yeah.
those royal what do they call them? The powder blues.
Yeah, the powder blues and the navy
Gorgeous.
green, navy blues.
The powder blues are gorgeous. Even the navy blues, the real dark navy blue with the yellow.
Yeah, I like those jerseys more
Yeah,
with the dark blue helmets. Those are my personal favorites.
yeah, yeah. That's true. They are not my favorite uniforms. They're up there, but Anchorage has them beat.
Yeah.
All right, so uh, you mentioned a little bit why you chose that player name. You mind you what was it again? You said it was a translation of
It
something.
it means Sky King in Latin. I've just always been a guy that loves translations into names. So I just did some research and I was like, what means king and sky? And I just combined those and I found that in Latin and I just thought that'd be a really cool name.
Heck yeah, yeah. I mean, and it's a real name. I had a nephew that was named Calum, so hey, it works
Yeah.
out. And then
Yeah.
so is the Calum is
Caelun.
okay, very nice. So that's
Yeah,
translated from
it's
Sky
a weird
King.
spell. Yes. It
Okay.
means sky and Rex is king.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
King
So
of, you know what?
yeah. Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Yep.
king of the dinosaurs.
See, you learn something new every day. I think I knew that in the back of my head somewhere, but
Yeah.
and then
So
as far as San Diego goes, you're a native. How do you feel about their branding? Do you think they did justice to San Diego teams?
more than the Chargers ever did when they left. So I just really think huge shout out to Goose and Craven for just helping out with progressions and everything. And Donde, I think his name is the head coach, has been helping us out a lot too. I think his play calling is doing a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, Huge shout out to Dakota West for having that throwing the ball really well. Wish those interceptions would go down a little bit, but hey, can't always have the way you want.
Yeah, I mean,
But just overall, I'm good.
no, no, no. Go ahead and finish. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
cut you off.
Overall, I'm really excited to have my way with the league, just like I had my way with San Jose. I'm gonna get you guys tomorrow. By the way.
Yeah, super excited about that game.
Yeah.
That's the primetime game, 10 o'clock, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
7 for me.
me and Cameron will be calling that one. So
Nice.
super excited about that. Get to watch some San Diego, San Jose, the Battle of Sands, the California
Yep.
Classic. It's going to be a good one. I
Yep.
can only imagine.
The cold versus the hot, and we're the
That's
hot ones.
that's right. So, you talked about how you're a running back. What
Yep.
really and I saw someone ask in chat, so I wanted to make sure I asked the question. Yeah, Ryan, he is from San Diego right now, so it
Yep.
works out perfect.
I'm right by
Um,
the Coronado Bridge. If anyone knows where that is.
those San Diegoians. What do you guys call yourselves?
San Diegans.
San Diegans. That
Diegans.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
um,
Eliminate.
yeah, all that extra mumbo jumbo I tried to add,
Yeah.
just throw that out the window.
San Diego. Yeah, you're good.
um, so what made you decide to go with a running back?
So there wasn't many quarterbacks available, and I just felt that so I was debating between running back and receiver and quarterback, and there was like only one quarterback available, so I didn't really want to take that because I want to give other people the opportunity to thrive, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to thrive myself.
Yeah.
So I feel if I was receiver, I wouldn't have the ball. If the ball is thrown in the air, I'm not always going to be the top guy.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm a running back, you're usually there's usually only one or two running backs on the team that get substantial touches.
Yeah.
So and there's like maybe 3, 4 receivers. So it's like double. So it's I have much more chance to have higher production.
Yeah. Completely makes sense. I mean,
And I also got to protect my quarterback.
yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love the mention of that. Proves some team player in you, and yeah, I mean it makes a lot of sense, especially in the minor leagues and in this league in general. Carries having to be split. Uh,
Yeah.
like the stamina rule is something that's not too common. And whenever you first join
Yeah.
the league, it's weird. You see your player locked at 0 stamina. You're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But for a while, it was dominant. This was a dominated running league, and I'd argue it still is almost that way. So cutting the stamina down makes you have a two-back system. So it helps guys that aren't fully developed get touches. And like you mentioned, I mean, you're the bell cow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
You lead the
And
way as
we.
in your first year. So
Yep. Hey. Excited. Um. Huge shout out to the San Diego kicker, by the way. I think that was the best pick in the draft. I forgot his name. I think it's huge shout out to him. He's the kicker for San Diego. Best pick in the draft.
yeah, he. I know exactly who you're talking about.
I forgot name slipping my mind.
It's is it Gint? Josh Gint? Maybe.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been a stud.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
having a kicker in
Yeah.
this league,
Mhm. Special teams is such a huge
is.
difference maker. Like when you have to punt it from the 35-yard line and you can't even hit from the 40,
Mhm.
which another thing I wanted to address, I think kickers in this league aren't good enough. I think they should have a higher overall to start with because like in who punts it from the 40 from when you're at the 36 and it would be a 53-yard field goal. That's usually a chip shot for nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, not chip shot, but
Yeah, I
most kickers
understand.
can make that like 85 to 90% of the time.
Yeah, I understand that
So
sentiment, and it's tough because previously years in the minor leagues, team didn't. If there wasn't a kicker that was in the minor leagues at the time, you were out of luck. You didn't have a kicker.
yep.
Now with the development team, some teams are getting kickers. Of course, San Diego has a legit minor league kicker that's able to
Yep.
progress with you guys at prices that he sets with
Other
average
kickers.
percentages. I mean,
Yep.
talking about your running back build.
Yeah.
Is there
I'm
someone? And
going
I noticed the number 21. They're from San
yeah,
Diego.
Caelum LT.
LT. Okay. So what LT? I imagine that's your inspiration behind your
Mm.
player almost.
So LT for the number and the backstory,
Hmm.
but I'm going more for a. I'm trying to figure out. It's more of like kind of a Derrick Henry with some receiving upside, but more of a deep, more of a bulldoze hit you in the mouth and just try to get the run, try to get as many yards as possible right up the middle and hit you.
Heck yeah. I mean, Derrick Henry, but able to catch the ball.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that
Saquon
sounds.
Barkley maybe is a good comparison.
Yeah, I mean that sounds legit. Heck yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
LT, in my opinion,
best
one
running
of
back.
he's up there for me. I'm a Vikings fan, so
Nice.
I'm a little
Have
biased with
that debate all day.
I'm a little biased with Peterson.
Yep.
I don't think Peterson is the best, but I think he's up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, LT's
Mm,
a stud.
yeah.
I always
I'm gonna surpass them both.
hey, I love that. I love that.
Yep.
So we got some questions here in chat. So this is
Okay.
kind of something we mentioned earlier, um, about how halfbacks have zero stamina as their max. I mean, you can't go higher, you can't go lower. Um,
30.
going into the pros after your first minor league season, or after your second, you're gonna have another one. Um,
Yes.
and you look at the pros, and those people have had so long to develop their players. At some point, you're probably gonna have to go up and with the stamina rule, teams always need a backup running back and a second head to that two-headed running back system.
Yes.
Are you fine being put in that RB2 spot where you're behind a back that has been much more developed that you are helping when he's off the field?
So this is something I'm thought about. I'm open to that for my first season or two, kind of like the Patrick Mahomes role,
Mm-hmm.
where he sat behind someone for a year. I'm open to doing that maybe 2 or 3 years max. I don't want to do that for my whole career.
Yeah, yeah,
So what I'm open to is starting my career out like that, sitting behind someone, and then eventually moving my way up to the top.
yeah. Understandable. Uh,
So that's I don't want to be sitting up behind someone my whole career,
yeah,
but I am open to the RB2.
yeah. I completely understand. And with how the league is set up and the stamina rules, and there's not really a cap on retirement. You just play till you don't want to. So
Yep.
finding a team where that system will work, and I think two RBs will always be a thing in this league. So even if you find
Yeah.
someone that you're on the same level as, I think that would even be good for you. You know what I mean? Where you're
Yeah.
pounding the rock with somebody, it's like a 1A, 1B almost, rather than a 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Houston comes to mind. Tino Sosa and Blue Scott,
Mm-hmm.
they're a 1A,
Nice.
1B. The Headhunters, I think they do it the best, where both backs are right there. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
but I can't think. I don't think we had another question in the chat. Another one I had for you, as I try and find my
I'm
damn
listening.
notes, was so we talked about how you found the league. That was through Brady. You know, um,
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Are you white?
yeah, in my opinion, I think the biggest way this league can ever grow is through word of mouth.
Yep.
Because, you have friends, you have family, you invite them to the league, uh, and, I think that's easily the best way to find people in the league, and that's how you kind of went about it. So, did you find
Yep.
it, maybe the word isn't easier, but did you find it easier or more exciting to join a league knowing you already had
And you're
friends in
breaking
that
up
league?
there.
Oh,
Oh, can you? I didn't hear you. Could you say it
yeah,
again?
yeah. Was it easier or more exciting joining a league that you had friends in already? Like looking into it from an outside point of view, if that makes sense.
Um. So there's two sides to that.
Okay.
One, I do enjoy having friends, but I also enjoy meeting new people.
Yeah.
So I like to have a small group that I'm already connected to, but also have that majority to where I don't know them yet. to
Yeah.
where I can connect to them and create a even bigger circle.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, that's what this league is. I think its best trait. I mean, there's so many people in this league. I mean, in the minor leagues, you have met probably maybe 5% of the league,
Once I would
5% of the league,
oh,
8% of the
100
league,
yeah.
10 maybe at the max. And there's so many
Yeah.
people in this league. There's so many broadcasters you haven't got to hear. There's so many coaches you still are going to get interviewed by. You know,
Mhm.
it's a whole wide world out there once you leave the minors, and I think it'll really open things up. Yeah, 1% even. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a huge number. So have you? I was interested because I know Brady invited the Big Stepper, and he is in some leagues. We talked about on in my interview with him how he had been in goals leagues, hockey leagues, all this stuff. Um,
Yep.
were you in any other sim leagues before you found this one, or are you in any others currently?
So technically, yes. I consider it was a boxing slash UFC league. I am in a boxing league right now. It's if anyone actually I don't I think that goes against policy. Never mind. So
This is my show. Fuck that
hey,
policy. Say it.
so anyone interested in a boxing league, reach out to me. I got some people. I got some. We're trying to get it to grow. If you're interested. But yes, we were in a UFC and boxing league that Brady White was a part of that ended up getting shutting down because of interest. The boxing still happening, but not the UFC.
Hell yeah, very nice. Yeah, and
Yeah.
one thing I didn't mention at the top of the hour that I really wanted to is this is a big congratulations as well for the minor leagues on having a show that's starting on time. That's
Yeah.
a huge momentous momentum.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a really big time dude. I'm very picky when it comes to time.
Yeah. Well,
I go, yeah.
you'll have to deal with that quite a bit in the league.
Oh, I'm used to it. With my mom, I'm used to it. With my mom getting ready like 2 hours late, I'm
Right.
used to it. Yeah. Hey, that's how moms are, though.
Yeah,
Hey, are you
absolutely.
ready? Are you ready? 5 minutes before we have to
Yeah.
go. I gotta take a shower.
Yeah, right. We'll be like we'll be in the broadcasting before the we'll be in our little broadcast VC before
Yeah.
games, and we'll be trying to start it, and then we'll go live, and I'll be like, oh, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom, or something will
Yeah.
happen, or the
You
textures
stay
in
for
the
10
game will
minutes.
be glitchy, or playbooks won't be in right, so we have to restart, you know.
Yep.
But we're on time. It is
Yeah.
a miracle on air, if you will.
Yeah.
Um, But leading into the next topic of discussion, I was curious. We talked about how you really like the San Diego branding, and you think they did
Oh
the
yeah.
city well. Last minor league season, if I'm not mistaken, did you join at the back end of that season?
So this might. So I'm gonna say this.
Mm.
I don't consider myself a flight. I
Oh,
never
okay.
played for them. I joined like right before their championship game. I've never.
So you technically
I
got a
know.
ring on that finger.
Technically, I don't count it,
Hey,
but yeah,
if you don't count it, yeah, I respect that. If you don't count it,
yeah.
I won't count it.
It's the Mickey Mouse. I don't even think my player was created technically when it happened.
Well, fair enough. I respect that. I really do.
Yeah,
Because if that was me, check the ring.
yeah. Hey, I gotta play to get that pay.
I respect that. I really do. Um,
Yeah,
so last minor league season, obviously in the championship game, the San Jose Flight played the New York Gargoyles. There was also the Philly Cougars, who are still in the league,
and
and
then New
then
York.
and then Boston was also in the league.
That's what it was.
And now Boston
We have
folded
to
because of certain reasons, and then we added San Diego, Birmingham,
Anchorage.
Anchorage. Thank you. Um, Out of the other five teams, or maybe even Boston, if you saw their branding before they folded, is there any of those other minor league teams that really jump out at you? Like, dang, those guys look good out there.
I got two. I
Okay.
really like the San Jose Flights uniforms the
Mm-hmm.
best if I had to pick one.
Okay.
And this is probably my most arch nemesis team personally, the Birmingham Hellhounds, but I gotta respect that stadium, dude. That
Yeah,
Hellhound in the background's amazing.
man. Yeah, the stadium over in Birmingham is
Yeah,
great
that's one of the best seasons ever.
for sure.
See, stadiums ever, not
For
seasons.
sure.
Because that's
I'm a big fan of the Anchorage uniforms. I don't know if you got to watch the game yesterday, but they came out in their, I can't remember if it's blue fading to black or black fading to blue, but it's one of the, I think it's blue fading down to
it's
black.
like it's
Yeah,
gradient,
it's
right? It's like a
gradient, and I
gradient.
think it looks so good. I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of the gradients when they're done right. And blue and gray, it's not really a common, you know,
Mm-mm.
black fading. Yeah, I mean, I just really like those unis. Birmingham looks really clean. Their away unis are frustrating sometimes to call games for because it's the white on neon green. It's kind of hard to see the jersey numbers.
That
But I
makes
really
sense.
like their at-home uniforms. The purple is
Yeah, those
very
are sick.
clean. Yeah, and yeah, San Jose. San Jose kind of reminds me, and this is a crazy, wild comparison considering Oregon has the craziest jerseys ever. They kind of give me Oregon Ducks a little bit.
I, I'm more reverse Notre Dame is what comes to mind. Like you got the
Yeah,
helmet, you got the blue helmet and gold, and like bronze slash gold jerseys instead of
yeah,
the gold helmet and and blue jerseys.
yeah, and yeah, not as much the colors, but like the flair San Jose has.
That makes
You know what I
sense.
mean? Um, it's just very, it's very flashy, if you will.
Yeah.
Um, so now talking about, you're going to finish this season out. You're going to have another training camp, and then you're going to have one more season. Crap, at that point, Rashawn Williams is going to be gone. Dominic Kane's going to be gone. Lenore West is going to be gone.
Are you looking at
Um,
the new face of the league for the season?
yeah, I think Aunt Tim's going to be gone. I think you will be the premier back going into next
Yeah.
season. And if San Diego keeps you, man, things are
Um,
going to look scary for the rest of the league.
don't plan on leaving anytime soon.
You know? Until you have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until you get a
Give me
pro
1 second.
job.
My phone's about to die. Let me just change the charger.
No worries. No worries. I'll chat with chat. What it
Yeah.
do?
Should be better.
Yeah, no worries. Well, Goose, he did just go somewhere, so you're a liar.
I'm right here. No. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, I'll just leave. Phone's probably gonna die in like 10 minutes, so
Okay, so we'll spitfire through this then.
yeah, you're
We'll
good.
go a little quick.
Well, I would give it 10-15 minutes as
Yeah.
the estimate. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
Sure.
you're good.
Charger,
You're
this
good.
isn't working.
No worries. I mean, we get 10, 15 minutes. That's still a 40-minute program. That'll be all right with me. So as far as going into the major leagues, have you had the chance to watch any major league games or shows?
I've watched a couple. I've watched some LA games. They're the Dragons, right? LA Dragons, is
That's
that right?
DC.
That's all.
Yeah.
I watched some DC games. Really like that.
Yeah.
Really like that.
DC has the best uniforms in the league.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I love that mascot too.
yeah.
Love LA.
They're pretty unique, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, would love to come to Chicago maybe if you guys need a running back after the season.
Hey, that's gonna be
Would
kept
love
in
to get the
mind.
draft back.
Yeah.
San Jose draft. I think that's a really good idea if we get a draft into the team because I think recruitment's just too much.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
It's just so rough because, it's a line between having enough players for a draft and in future seasons, who's to say, like we're having a lot of players popping up into the majors this season. So, if we don't have enough players in the next upcoming class to have a draft for every team, then it's just going to be
sense.
who gets the most picks,
Yeah.
Now, at least everyone has a chance to get rookies. They just need to do their due diligence, right? They need to come talk to some rookies. They need to watch some games. They need to watch some shows where you talk to rookies. Wink, wink. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a GM in the league, you gotta do. You're meeting young hungry players in the minor leagues that are trying to prove themselves in the league. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, DC's dope. I mean, they're phenomenal this season too. In my opinion, they have literally the goat of textures in the game, which is Destro.
Yeah.
He's great stuff.
Just,
Makes good uniforms.
yep.
And so, looking at once you do go to the major leagues, is there anything? And I guess this sentiment could be shared with your minor league team now. Is there things that you expect out of your fellow players in the locker rooms every week on game day, on non-game days, progression
So
weekends?
so the biggest thing that comes to mind is being active during progressions, I think.
Yeah, completely agree.
Because if you're not active during progressions, that screws over you and your team.
Mm-hmm.
And then so if you're not active like 3-4 weeks, that like you're losing out maybe +5,
Yep.
+6 overall. And that might make a big impact on you. You might drop a pass because you didn't upgrade catch, for example. You might yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just something that comes to mind for me. I'm also really enjoy people who are active in the community.
Yeah.
That's something I've been trying to work on. But yeah, that's what comes to mind.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I respect that.
Likewise.
I mean, getting your progressions in, that is the most important thing. And
Yeah.
I'd say one of the most important things, because if you're not progressing, you're just showing your team that you aren't, you're just not there. Because it takes 20 seconds out of your day, you press 4 buttons and you're done. You know?
Yeah.
And if you're not going to spend them or you're going to be busy, all you got to do is say something,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
and sharing that same sentiment, is there things that you expect out of your coaches and front office staff as a player?
Um, there is a couple. So having a team on progressions,
Yep.
is a big thing that I do enjoy that San Diego already has, and I think I'm very fortunate to be in that situation. But also to spread the love and not just focus on one player. So let's say you have a dominant
Yeah.
QB and a pretty good running back. I don't want you just to have that QB and just throw the ball every play, but also give that running back some love because this is a paid league
Yeah.
and people are playing to see their player do good.
Yep.
So that's something that I do enjoy.
Yeah. I completely share that sentiment. I feel that same way about, minor league teams. Like, if a rookie joins your team, and but you have a generic or a development player that's better than that rookie, I think that rookie should still be playing over the better players.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't think it's, yeah, because they're already in the pros
Yep.
technically, and you're
Yep.
just,
Absolutely. Especially not generics, because if you have a
oh,
generic,
absolutely.
uh, freaking,
Let's say a generic left end and someone comes in with an edge,
yep.
you should put that person at edge.
Yeah. 100%. You should have those rookies playing over dev players and,
Yes.
you know, generics especially. It drives me crazy when I
Yep.
see that, because as a broadcaster, I watch it weekly with certain teams.
Names are also insanely hard to pronounce.
Sometimes there's not too many
Yeah.
bad ones down in the minor leagues this season. I don't think.
I think
Can't think of
this
any.
old San Diego fullback had like an insane last name. I don't remember.
I can't remember. Anyway, so is there anything in particular you expect out of your player in the pros or on game day?
Just I expect my guy just to smash through people, and I want my guy at minimum to average at least 3.5 yards a carry and maybe 15 touches. I think 10 to 15 touches is a good margin because you're still passing the ball a good amount. I expect my guy to get maybe 50 yards a game in up in every time that towards the end of the season,
Yeah.
towards this season. That's something I expect my guy to do. If I get more than that, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I also expect my guy to score every once in a while. And I also want to get set up well by my team.
Yeah.
So I don't want it just to be about me. I want it to be about everyone and how the team succeeded and not how I succeeded.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I love that. You want, like, it sucks seeing people on your team not get the love, but whenever you're getting touches, especially, things are going to feel good.
Yeah.
So, looking at the pros, there, we talked about it a little bit beforehand.
Yeah.
That whenever I always hear it from Eddie, aka Unk. I hear it from him quite a bit on his show. He runs another show called The Streets Are Talking. I
Nice.
think they'll be live tomorrow. He always says it that off the field is better than on. If you're going to
Yep.
provide something to a team, they want it to be off the field. So,
Yep.
sharing that sentiment, is there something that you think you can bring off the field as far as coaching, scouting, stats, anything?
I would say scouting is probably what I'm best at. I'm very good at perceiving what the other team does and
Yeah,
sharing that with coaches.
yeah,
Once I don't currently have a computer, but once I get one, I think I would be extremely interested in doing broadcasting.
yeah,
So that's something I'm open to.
yeah. If you get one, holler at me. I'd be the guy to talk to, or Mike Daggs. If you're going to do it in the minor leagues, I'll talk to you about
Yeah,
that. If you're going to try and do it in the majors, you holler at Mike, and they'll
perfect.
get you in and going. Um, yeah, Deli said even just being a good person in the locker room is huge. Just getting people talking. Anything is better than just being a player that progresses every week. But even that is
Yeah,
above the bottom of the barrel. The bottom of
yeah,
the barrel
absolutely,
is people that don't talk and miss progressions, like you said earlier, right? I mean, if you're
absolutely.
better than that, then you are succeeding in the league, in my
Thank you.
humble opinion.
Yeah, and shout
Um,
out to everyone who's doing that.
yeah, absolutely. Um, so now you did mention that there are a lot of those. There are a lot. So you did mention that you really like DC, um,
Yeah,
and maybe
Chicago.
yeah, and maybe this having not watched too many games,
Yeah,
this isn't
would estimate around 5 or 10,
okay.
somewhere in
So
that range.
a decent bit. Is
Yeah.
there any team that you remember watching that fits a style of play you want to go to, or you look at them and you're like, man, I think I could rock that jersey pretty dang good. You know what I mean?
Or who's the neon green team? The
Albuquerque,
like with the
Albuquerque Adams.
I from what I've seen, I really think I would. I really like those uniforms as well, and I think
Heck yeah.
I think they got a good smash mouth as well as a good balance in that.
They
At least what
they
I saw.
they absolutely do. They have, I'd argue, a top two running back of the 2K4 era, in my opinion. Josh
Yeah,
Slapp
maybe
is
I'll
their
be number
starting
one.
back, and he is a stud. Yeah, they are about as smash mouth as it gets.
Yeah, that's something that I'm open to,
Heck yeah. So
and maybe I'll be number one in the future.
yeah, heck yeah. Keep progressing and keeping
Yep.
those progressions up. That's the most important if you want to get to that spot.
Yep.
So, we mentioned things that you would want to do, like scouting. You said would something you could do.
Yeah.
So every week during game day, in the broadcast VC, there's the two broadcasters. There's Cameron
Yep.
Irvine, who obviously produces the games, and there's usually
Yep.
two statisticians. What they do is
Hmm.
they keep stats. They're keeping track on a spreadsheet who catches the ball for how many yards, who's getting thrown to, who's making the tackle, who's making pass deflections, live
Yeah.
during the game. And what that is used for is so that live like if you ever hear a broadcast and
Yeah.
let's say I say, oh, Caelum Rex 5 carries for 50 yards already with a touchdown. You're like, holy crap! How does he know that off the top of his head? You just remember
Yeah.
that? It's the live stat keepers keeping track of that. And what the league does is you have to have 6 total stat points, which equals about your team doing 12 games of stats. You get half a point for each game
Hmm.
that you do stats of. And you do it live. And if you don't get enough stat points, your team gets a penalty towards their money, their cap.
Okay.
So, do you think that's something you could do live on game day, keeping stats like that for your team?
Yes. Before I answer that question, I probably got a couple minutes left
Yep.
before my phone
Yep.
dies, so I would estimate 3 to 4 minutes. So, if I had to answer that, I would absolutely be willing to do that. I could even go. I might not be able to do it immediately once I get into it, but I am open to joining into that.
Yep.
That's something I actually think I'd be pretty good at. And then I don't once I don't have access to that right now,
Yeah. Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Uh, but once I have access to something that will allow me to do that, absolutely.
Heck yeah. And then, do you think you'd be a good person to, because there's Twitter pages that are made amongst the league to share to
Yeah.
other coaches and stuff like that, just for professionalism, just social media accounts, stuff like that. Is that something you think you could also do?
I don't think I'm the best at social media. That's
Yeah,
something I've
fair
been
enough.
trying to work on, but not. I don't see myself doing that
Yep,
in this league. I'm open to doing it, just not something I see myself doing.
understandable, and I respect your honesty on the answer as well. Um, what
Thank you.
about, so you mentioned scouting, something you could definitely do, retaining what other teams are going to do, being able to scout their game plans. Do you think coaching is something that could possibly be in your future?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If it wasn't for me not having a computer, I would absolutely or something that could run the game, I could absolutely do that.
Heck yeah, and yeah, if you get a computer, there's a simulator that there's an emulator that runs the game, and like
Perfect.
these coaches actually make the game books every week. You know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
test it in game, which it seems like you know. It seems like you know quite a bit
Yeah.
about the world. Um, so, and that's always something that's going to be big to a team. Always.
Yeah.
Um, just extra coaches working on books. Um,
Yeah.
so
I
I
think I'll probably
know.
start off as a scout. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Go on.
Yeah. I think I see myself starting out as a scout and then eventually moving my way up once I have enough money.
Yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah. Um, so I know your phone's gonna die. I've got a nice 45-minute show in.
You're good.
If you'd like, while your phone is still alive and you're still here live, if you'd like to give a quick little, to owners like looking down at the minor leagues and they see all the running backs in the league, why you out of everyone else? The
Um,
final punch in the face of
sure.
why pick Caelum Rex, right?
Look up to the sky. That's where I'll be. Look down. That's where the enemy will be.
Mm,
But to be honest, I just see myself as the top guy in 2 years from now. I see myself winning the MVP next season. I know that might be a little ambiguous, but I just don't see as much talent. Nothing against anyone that joined the league last year. I
mm-hmm.
just don't see as much talent in the league next year as there is this year, and I think I will be the top guy next year.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think, once all of the backs, are gone and they go to major league teams, I think the confidence showing is a good thing. So I wouldn't, I'd hold true to that, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, man, thank you for coming on. I know
No problem.
we got this planned out
Yeah,
pretty quick. It's like 4 days
yeah.
after the other show. But if I have a
Oh, you're
guest,
good.
why not? Right? I mean, you
Yeah,
were excited to
absolutely.
be on. I was excited to get to know
Yeah,
you a little bit better. So
yeah. And sorry about the phone situation.
no,
It's
no,
at
no.
1% right now.
No, you're good. I mean, I think this
Yeah.
is perfect. If it dies during it, that's completely fine. But
Okay.
yeah, man. It was a pleasure having you on. Uh,
Perfect.
I'm glad hopefully this opportunity to get your name out there a little bit. Hopefully some people
Yeah,
will message you about getting you on their team, all that sort of stuff. Hopefully,
absolutely. Okay.
get you in a spot next year. You open to DMs, all
Yeah,
that stuff from coaches, GMs.
absolutely. Yeah. Discord's Bolter 534. Bolter 534 with a capital B.
Heck yeah. Well, you heard it here. Owners, coaches, hit his lineup because he is hungry and he wants to wreck some defenders. He wants to make his
Yep.
name out there. He wants to be your top guy. I mean,
Yep.
and the
Okay.
confidence is there. I see it from
Well, thanks
here.
again.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure, brother. Thank you for offering to be on. It means a lot.
No problem.
Yeah, and super excited to see you play this Thursday. And for everyone watching, thank you for joining in again. The shows will probably be pretty sporadic. Maybe one per week usually is what I'll shoot for. Um, But and if you ever want to be on the show, shoot me a message. If you're a minor league player, shit, even if you just want to talk about the minor league or talk about the SFL, I don't really care. Just hop in. This doesn't just have to be about fresh faces. If you want to join the league, come join the league. Come join the podcast, and we'll talk about some stuff. Um, yep, that's his phone dying. I can only imagine. Um, but yeah, so. Yeah, if anyone wants to be on the show in the future, hit me up. If you just want to talk about the SFL, the SFLm, I'll be around. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll ping you out when another episode is coming. I appreciate all the questions in chat, especially everyone that's watching live. It means the world to me. Everyone have a great night, and again, thanks for watching.